I would go into the stores and explain to the store clerks why this was incorrect. And of course, I'm sure they wanted to have me arrested. But I've gone into Sanrio stores and the customers will start asking the clerk a question that they have no idea. And so I'll answer the questions. And then again, they look at me like I'm a very, very strange person, which is true, which is absolutely true. Anyway, so that's we're at 1973. And he started hiring art students. They started designing characters for him. I think one of the first ones was the Strawberry King, which is a really weird-looking character, if you've ever seen that. The big year, though, the big year, 1974. 1974 was a super important year because that was the year a lot of the characters that are still around were introduced. My Melody, Patty and Jimmy, Little Twin Stars, and that most beloved kitty cat, Hello Kitty, Kitty White. 1974. There was a young art student who had come to work for him by the name of Yuko Shimizu. And Miss Shimizu, he asked her to design a cat character for him. The idea was that he was going to put this cat on a coin purse. Wait a minute, here we go. I know you really can't see it that well from here, but I'm just going to show you. You can! The lovely Christian, everyone. There you go. I don't usually get an assistant, so this is very cool. The coin purse.
Yeah, usually I drop her off and run away.
Yes.
Although I will say this.
Sidebar anecdote. Last year, I was at a convention with Christian when I heard that Sears had begun selling Hello Kitty for Sears. So this void that he felt that maybe they could fill by creating some kind of a cat character that could be merchandised, and a cute character. And so he asked Miss Shimizu to design this for him, a cat. And that was in August of 1974 was when she apparently completed that design and presented it to Mr. Tsuji. And November 1st of that year is considered Hello Kitty's birthday, when the character was first introduced to the public. And then shortly thereafter, 1975, was the very first Hello Kitty merchandise, not just the coin purse. There were a few other items that were sold in 1975, but they were enormously popular. So the following year, 1976, was when he really started to sell these licensed character goods en masse, in great quantities, and that was the first international copyright. So 1976 was the first year that Hello Kitty, Patty and Jimmy, Little Twin Stars, My Melody, those characters were all sold also in the U.S. So anytime you pick up any piece of those, particularly those characters, you're going to see on there the original copyright date, like this, my little pencil case that I brought at the beginning, which is from my aunt gave me, and on here it says copyright 1976 Sanrio. Now if I bought a brand new Little Twin Stars thing, it would say copyright 1976, 2013. So it always has that original copyright date on here. Here's my little Evangelion Hello Kitty, and right there on the bottom, copyright 1976, 2012 Sanrio. So it's just a little thing that you can look for to determine, for one thing, if you're buying legitimate Sanrio merchandise or if it's possibly bootlegged, which would be bad. Also, it's a little cool thing that you can do if you want to see when that character was originally produced. Like everybody's favorite naughty penguin, Bad Bats Maru, who is currently giving the evil eye. And if we look on his little tag here, it will say unwashable. Well, that's disturbing. Made in China. Copyright 1993, 1997. So that just tells you Bad Bats Maru first introduced 1993, and this little dude was produced in 1997. So it's a little interesting information that you can use to find out about your licensed Sanrio products. And if it doesn't have that on there, please don't buy it, okay? Please don't buy the unlicensed merchandise. It's not not good for Sanrio, and a lot of bootleg merchandise goes to support illegal crime syndicates and that kind of thing, and we don't really want to support that with our Hello Kitty love. We don't want it to go that way. That would be bad. Anyway, so if you would like to find out much more about the history of Hello Kitty and Mr. Suji and all that, I highly recommend this fantastic book called Hello Kitty: The Remarkable Story of Sanrio and the Billion-Dollar Feline Phenomenon. It was published in 2004. The two guys who wrote it, they live in Japan. They write for U.S. Financial publications, actually, but they're married to Japanese ladies. They live in Japan, and it's just a really fascinating book. I've read it about 3 times.